went to like just push off and felt my Achilles pop, I see a message from the England guys. It was the provisional message that you get. Can't believe this.
Talk about the moment.
These guys are interested, but are these guys interested? I'll say one player that's gone even beyond the high expectation I already had is
Yo, what's going on, people, and welcome back to another episode of the Beast Mode On podcast. So today's episode is special for a few reasons, yeah? I've been trying to get this individual here for a hot minute, but to be fair to him, he's been hella busy. So I just had to sit back, you know, and let it all work itself out. You see what I did there? Hey, if you know, you know. All right, cool. Listen, Arsenal star, England star, former teammate of mine, but more importantly, like my brother. I've been championing this individual, not just because of what he does on the pitch, but because I think he's one of the world's real ones. You know what I'm saying? So look, I want you to please give a massive Beast Mode On warm welcome to my broski, Mr. Eberechi Eze. Come on.
Thank you very much. That's an intro, still.
Yeah,
that's an intro. Still.
That's an intro, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. All right, listen, all right, look, real bars, yeah? Before we get started on this Beast Mode podcast, what we do is we give people their flowers, because this is what this whole thing, this is the reason why I wanted to start this, was to sit down and give people their flowers. So, word is on the street, and we touch base on this as well, though, because I know you be schooling a few individuals on chest and that. Do you know what I'm saying? So what we did here at the Beast Mode, at the Beast Mode podcast, we got your little chest set out here, so you can go on the road and that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like that's for us to you.
Very much,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? So because I know you play people that scared of you. So and you know I ain't scared of you. So when you ready for a lesson, because I want to be able to say, brother, man, we play chess, not checkers. That's what. So whenever you're ready, brother, we have this game.
So now you're serious.
But I'm serious. No, I'm serious. No, I'm serious. So when you ready.
Is that where you're at?
No, that's where I've been living. I'm just putting that there. So when you're ready, but listen, also I do want to say, because you family, we generally only give people one gifts, but you family, so I had to kind of spoil you. So not only that, and it's only right because I do believe you epitomize what Beast Mode On is, and that's defy limitations. Do you know what I'm saying? So not only have you got like a new Beast Mode shirt for y'all, because I know you're trying to rip me and that. Well. Yeah, the merch. And then listen, what? There's a hat there.
Respect, man.
Which hat of them ones you like there? Which one? Which you feeling?
Gotta go with the black and red, no?
Black and red.
Respect,
Yeah, cool, man. We'll cop that. The black and red.
Yeah,
so you got
yeah,
the black and red and the Beast Mode.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, man. I got my little set.
Yeah.
And I feel like home.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. All right, cool. Let's get into this now. So let's start at the beginning, right? Let's start at the beginning in regards to you're sitting across from me now, playing at the highest level. But how close was it at a time where you thought maybe you wouldn't make it? I mean, I know you got released from a few clubs when you was younger. So how close was that whole, you know what, football may not be?
I was speaking about it today. I was at my old school and we were having like little Q&A, and I would say the circumstances looked like maybe I was far off.
Yeah.
But in my heart, I've always thought that I'm like that close, regardless of what I've been experiencing. So if I'm honest, I don't ever feel like I was that far off, especially because it is fine margins. It just takes one coach to see you in a different light, or one scout to come and see you at the right time in the right game. So it's fine margins. But I would say for me, this has always been coming. It's always been on its way. It's just a matter of when. But yeah, the circumstances probably didn't make it look that way.
So just tell, man, what's your first or earliest memories of when they said like, nah, you know what, you're not for me? And I'm not talking about the 5, 6, 7, 8, not that age, you know what I'm saying? Like, but where you sit and thinking, oh, I feel like I can ball, but they're not seeing it the same.
I would say when I was of age, I would say Millwall, getting released from Millwall at 17, that's the one when I was like, oh, okay, this is real, because everyone's got their pros. my boys are working, boys are doing jobs or coming out of college or whatever. So that's like, it felt like real life at that point. 16, 17, you're still young, innit? So and I can see that now, but at the time it was like, oh, okay, this is serious, and I need to find something now. It's not wait 6 months or wait a year. I gotta get something. So that was probably the first time that I felt a bit like, okay, this is crunch time now. But again, as I said, the faith, the belief, maybe I was a bit delusional, maybe, I don't know. But
delusion's not bad at all.
Yeah, but I'd say that's always how I felt, man, regardless of the situation, as intense as it may have felt. Yeah, kept going, man.
All right, so a young Ebbs, right? Where you played in regards to your style, and you know what I'm saying, hearing, yeah, you can play, then also hearing, okay, maybe you're not for me. Who were the players that, you know, you grew up watching? Because I hear you chat about, you know, the Henrys, the Ronaldinhos, the Hazards. Not one time I've ever heard that Fembwa, but let's just, like, you know, I won't even, I don't like the way you laughing there, my brother.
No,
don't
crazy,
like the way you laughing there.
What do you want me to, how do you expect me to replicate what you're doing, G? You're moving crazy. Is that what you want? No, normally, yeah, you know, when you're a young kid, you look at players that you like, okay, I can try and replicate that thing. What do you want me to do?
The people in the background are laughing. Stop laughing. They better stop laughing. Like, when I was younger, I could run, you know, but I could do a couple step overs.
No, but by the time I saw you, though,
there weren't no
step overs. I saw you throwing, man, all over the place. How small I was when I was younger.
True. I remember.
I was one of the men you were throwing, G. Nah, man.
But we'll get into that. So who was you then? So good. So who was you looking up to where you're like, but I'm going to model my game on you? They're the ones I'm going to...
For me, from 16, 17, not really model my game, but Eden Hazard was just like my favourite player to watch. I had Dino, Neymar, Messi, all these guys, Ronaldo. But yeah, Eden Hazard, man, he was just...
What was it about? What was it about Hazard?
Freedom, man.
Okay.
Freedom. He done what he thought was the right thing in that moment. He's not thinking, he's just expressing himself, and you can tell he enjoyed being effective as a player, but also his style of playing football. So yeah, for me, that's my guy, man.
Okay, so then that's the kind of football you like to play. So you get a chance at QPR. So QPR sign you, and then we touch base on it where our paths cross. You get sent out to Wickham. I'm genuinely curious, because that was your first loan, right? What was that like? So that first of going out to Wickham, you're a baller, been a baller, but knowing that League Two football, pitches, stadiums, style.
Yeah.
How was that? Walking into that, how was that?
So before Wickham, it was nearly Bromley. I almost went to Bromley on loan. And I remember being told about it, and I was like, okay, it's men's football, but like, my concern was, am I going to be able to do my stuff on the pitch?
Right.
Like, the type of pitches that they're playing on, am I going to be able to express myself fully? That was a concern. But then as soon as I went and watched Wickham play a game, I saw the pitch and I saw, oh my days, this is like, it's better than QPR's pitch.
Yeah, right. I said, dope.
Yeah. I said, no problem. I didn't really think about the style of play. I didn't know what was happening. I just said, okay, if there's grass that's looking a bit flat, I can run on it. So the grass looking a bit flat, that means I can run, I can dribble. And maybe that's probably a childish way of thinking, but it was probably the most important thing to me at the time, to make sure that I can go somewhere where I feel comfortable.
Right.
And yeah, thank God it worked out as it did.
What's your memories of Cambridge away? Because I got some memories, you know what I'm saying, which is personally, don't even let me say that, because people say I'm moving mad and that, and that the reason you're here is because don't let me even say that.
Is that what you're trying to play? Is that your thing? Stop this.
Because I don't know if you know this story about Cambridge away. So Ainsworth called me into his office, as he did, a senior player at the time, and he asked me, this was the team he was going to go with, right? So he said, yeah, look, this is Cambridge away, and big set piece team. So he asked, and I was like, "What, are you playing Ebs?" He was like, "Yeah." I goes, "You was smashing it at home." So I was like, "Don't you think we should stay in the game?" And then boom, you got Ebs to come on. You know,
had I started at this point?
You must have. I don't know. I don't
I'm
know
trying to
if
think
you
if it was my
started.
first. It might have been
It
my
may have
first
been
start
your
away.
first start away. Oh, it could. Anyway, let's just. So, but I remember him asking me, and I was like, "Yeah, but we stay in games. Ebbs comes, and then once the game opens up." So Angel said, "All right, cool, man. I'll think about it." After that game, I said, one, I'm never gonna be a manager again. I tell you that now, because what you did in that game, and this is personal to me, and then I'll let you talk. That was the game where I felt you were special, because what it felt like on the pitch was that it didn't matter that Cambridge was big. You was like, I'm gonna take this game on the scruff of the neck. You man, this is my pitch, and you man are just here while I'm here. That's what I took from that game from you, because that was your first 2 goals. And I think they said a very good striker assisted your first goal, but I will fact check that. We'll get HMRC.
Have you seen this the assist?
We'll get HMRC to check that out for us.
HMRC.
Yeah, we'll get him to check. It was a great strike.
Get him to check. Nah, you're an idiot.
But no, what's your recollection? So when you look back at it now, because it was your first, and I mean you're still doing first now. Do you know what I'm saying? But that was your first. What was that feeling like?
I remember being a bit like, oh, okay, this is it. This is the moment, and it's a bit of it was a weird stadium. I haven't played there before, so I was a bit apprehensive, a bit anxious, I'd say. But I just remember in my mind calling myself like, "It's football, man. This is what you do. This is football." So starting the game, I remember starting, and I didn't start that well. First few touches, and at that point, I was bare. I was very. I was on a knife's edge those ages. If the first touch wasn't good, I'm shaking for the rest of the game. So I remember I didn't start too well, but then the chance came. It might have been the right foot shot. I went first, and then the left foot was second. But
Left foot was first.
Was it first?
Left foot was first.
Don't do the fact check, and you might get in trouble now.
because I'm trying to think of that, because
in
my mind,
bagged.
I wanted to set you to your right, but my touch was wrong, so it went to your left. This is what I'm trying to...
No, you could be right.
I think it was the left whip.
That went first?
Yeah, it went first, I think.
Okay. So after those went in, though, it felt like... After the first one went in, it felt like, okay, cool, this is it, now it's done. You've done what you needed to do, which is, as a player, you always want to prove yourself. You want to show what you're capable of. So in that moment, it's like, okay, cool, you've done it now. People know. So then when the second one came, it felt like just more of the same. So a special moment for me, an important moment, I think, because that was the shift in my personality, in my character, to believe like, okay, you're not just doing it in development football. You can do this with grown men on the pitch as well. So that was a special moment for me, for sure.
We saw that. I mean, you was doing it in training anyway. So we saw after that game, and it's funny because there's a few people I've said this to you. I said, boy, once you leave off loan, you go Hollywood me, it's going to be a problem. I always say that to those.
That's the lyric.
That's the lyric out here. And I actually said, I think there's 4 players that I said, when he leaves, but when you get them Champions League tickets, I'm going to need some. I remember I'm saying this to you. But there was another guy who didn't make it, but we all knew. I was chatting to Blooms the other day. Like, we all knew. Did you know? Because we were saying QPR must have the baddest team if they're sending out Ebbs on loan. This is what we said. We were saying, we was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
We tried to get you back in it. QPR said, you
went crazy.
You look crazy. Then I took you back real quick.
Yeah.
But we was like, QPR must have so we knew, like as players, we knew. And I want to know, and I know you've always had faith and belief, but did you know?
I'm going to say, yeah. I'm trying to remember what I was thinking like at the time. To be fair, it's not too different to how I feel now. So like there's things that I believe about myself that I won't tell anybody, that I won't speak about or whatever. And when it happens, I'll speak and be like, oh yeah, I believe this could happen.
Yeah.
So for me, where I am now, it's not a shock. It's not a surprise. Okay. Bear in mind, you guys and players they formed that opinion after they saw what had happened.
Yeah.
I know more about myself and I've seen more about myself than anyone else has. So my belief in myself is like through the roof.
Right.
So like some of the things that's happening, people are like, oh wow, it's amazing. Like it seems special, and it is special in a sense, but not a shock or a surprise to me personally, simply because the faith and belief that I have in myself and in my God is too much. So
Amen.
yeah, I would say I believe, man, from the jump, and this ain't the end, I don't think.
I feel you, man. Listen, I would say like I said, we knew that you do, that we do,
Okay.
that you was a proper guy.
Good,
Which I'm saying, so we do that.
Good.
So listen, we talked about QPR. How much love have you got for QPR in regards to giving you that launch pad? I mean, to be fair, I think we did get promoted because I remember we was cussing, like, don't take our player. He's the reason we're going to get promoted. I think actually
got promoted anyways.
but that's what we said at the time, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Like, but what's your memories? Do you be like, yeah, you know what, cool, y'all gave me that opportunity just to show you what I knew I could do?
Yeah, it's a special place, a special period in my career, I think, and being realistic, probably the most pivotal moment, getting that contract, having coaches and support around me that wasn't normal. Like Paul Hall, Andrew Imps, Les Ferdinand, Chris Ramsey, these guys like proper pushed me. They saw something in me, and I don't know. Those times I was just doing skills, man. I was just running around like trying to make people. I didn't care about. I cared about scoring and assisting, but
just enjoying
what I cared more about was the ball at my feet.
Right.
But they like showed me what football really is about, and it taught me so much. So I'm grateful to the club. I'm grateful to the people that I've met along the way, and for sure, a massively important part of my career.
So from a player's point of view now, now you get the interest, and then it happens, the move from QPR to Crystal Palace in the Prem. Like, talk me through that point. You're like, oh shit, like they're gonna spend bucks on me. Like, like what's that feeling like? Because ain't nobody spent bucks on me like that. So I'm just trying to live vicariously through you right now, buddy. You get me?
Yeah, a special moment for me, a dream come true to play in the Premier League. Something that I know I'd been working towards for a long time. So I saw that it was possible playing at QPR. I saw that, okay, there's interest, there's this and that. So for it to actually happen was, a powerful feeling, a powerful moment. And for me, again, another opportunity to express this thing that I've been given. And another, I don't want to say a point to prove, because I'm not really trying to prove anything to anyone, but I like the idea of achieving stuff that people don't think you can achieve.
Okay, so I want to touch on just that bit there. So, of course, you build up a resilience when people say, okay, you're not for me, or you're not good enough. You know, that's part and parcel of things you're trying to achieve. But you said that it's not that you wanted to prove people wrong. So where did that come from? So where did that emotion or that mindset be like, listen, I'm just going to do me? And when did that come in? When you're like, I'm just going to do me and watch it all fall into place? Or is there that subconscious where you're like, that man that said I wouldn't play, watch, I'm going to double down and do me and then get to where, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm honest, not really, man. I feel like maybe I'm too understanding.
Okay.
In a sense. So those times, I'll speak to people now about getting released. They'll be like, nah, you should have never got released. But I'm thinking in my head like, nah, I probably deserve to get released, man. I wasn't really doing it like that.
Okay.
I wasn't really that.
Yeah.
That's what I think. And I had talent, but were there other talented boys? Yes. Were people doing more than me? Maybe. So I didn't see it as like, I'm like this chosen kid that should be here, but somehow got released. No.
Okay.
I saw it as it's part of football. And as I grew up and as I've grown up, I've started to understand that a bit more. Which then played into, I'm not really trying to prove them wrong, because at the time they were right. They made the decisions that were correct. And the year after, they weren't saying, oh, you're so wrong. It's only now that they're starting to talk about it. So
Yeah.
I try not to look too much at decisions that other people made, but more so my focus is that thing that you believed in yourself from the jump when no one else did, and not that they should have. Yeah, proving that thing correct. Like, yeah, no, that thing that you believe, God's given that to you, man. Like that gift, that confidence, that belief, God has really put that in you. So run with it. So that's how I feel. That's
That's
how I like
it.
to see it.
Tell me, what's the step up like? So now you're at Crystal Palace, and now it's the Prem. What's that initial? What was the step up like for you?
Yeah, shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, shock.
What? Yeah, the details. Because listen, I haven't played that level, so and there's gonna be people listening that be like, okay, what is it? And that's me, genuine. I haven't played the Prem. I played Prem teams, but I haven't played week in, week out.
Yeah,
The speed, the energy. So, what was the shock?
I think that's what it is. The intensity that you're playing at and the quality of player. Don't want to say it's not. It's obvious in a sense. I think
Well, no,
because the players they're thinking faster. They're more technically able. So like things that maybe took 2 or 3 seconds in the champ, then are taking 1.5 seconds. So you got to be quicker in how you're processing information. So for me going up, my mind was being stretched as it is now. Moving into a new environment, you're learning and you're being forced. You're being put into a uncomfortable state. So like you got to figure it out, which was good, and I feel like I needed that at that time. But of course, as time goes on, you start to acclimatize, feel more comfortable, and then you start being able to be your full self in that environment, which is, for me, that's what I love about football. I've been able to go to different heights, different levels, and you have the little period where you're like figuring things out, trying to understand things, regardless of how it looks. It might look like, yeah, grace, you're good. But like when stuff is new, it's new. But I love the idea of being in an uncomfortable situation, growing, improving, and then stamping your mark and your authority on a way of playing, a way of being. So for me, that's what I love.
I'm curious, and I'm genuine curious. What was you more nervous? So take away of course, it's the Prem, but going on loan at 18 to a League Two team, first trying to make your debut, or going to play in the Prem, like as in nerves, not ability wise, because you'll always back yourself. But what was more nerve wracking?
Same,
yeah.
I feel like I've got to a point now where my feelings haven't changed so much. So the same feeling I had when I walked out against my debut with Southampton at home with Palace, I remember that feeling when I walked out at Wickham. I remember it.
Okay.
Because it's the desire to want to do the best that you can and be the best that you can, and to show why you're here, which is the most important thing. And then the apprehension of, okay, I've never done this before in this scene. But yeah, and for me, that feeling is like, I still get that feeling now. It's like a excitement and anxiety to want to do well and to want to be the best. And I feel like that's normal, that's football, that's elite sports. I feel like how you take that emotion is important. I like that emotion. I need that emotion in order to prepare myself for a moment. But yeah, in terms of nerves, I'll say the same, man.
So on this podcast we get deep, right? So
Here we go.
No, not like that, but you know, no. But so Palace now, you're flying, you're doing your thing. The day you get called up for England, that afternoon you get injured, like a bad injury in training, and so I want to know first, what was the injury in training? How did it come about? You know, and what was your mindset at that point? Both initially, like where you're like, what, oh, fuck, like, and then through the process of, I won't say will I ever get back to that, because I know you as a person, but what was the mindset at the rehab process? So the initial, just get that phone call, which is the dream, innit? You're like, oh, acknowledgement for what I've been doing, and then that happens in training. And I want to know the mentality was, did you attack training any different, like, but I'm gonna ease up now just in case, or what was that, you know what I'm saying?
So at that point I was in a good little period where I'd been playing well and doing my thing, so I'd felt comfortable. This is my first year at Palace, so I didn't get the message until after the training session. So I went out for training, went to like just push off and felt my Achilles pop, looking around and no one's there, so you're thinking someone's kicked you but no one's there.
Man, know
So
that feeling.
I've then gone in, they've taken me in, doctors, they've said, yeah, it's ruptured, this and that. Gone to check my phone to call my wife, to tell her what's happened, blah, blah, blah. I see a message from the England guys saying that it wasn't that you'd been called up, it was the provisional message that you get. So I may have been called up, I may not have
Can
been
you
called
tell
up.
me, you looked at me like I'd ever had a message like that?
Who's ever look at me like that?
Cuz, but
Chill,
this
chill,
is
chill,
how you was
chill,
talking. You know the provisional message that nodding, like I'm looking like, nah, but that man don't. I haven't had a text like that. So how does it go? How does it go?
I ain't ever had a text like that.
I never text me. I ain't seen that text.
So basically, you get that's hilarious. You get a message that says that you've been part of a pool of players who can be selected for this international camp.
Yeah.
So I could have been one of however many players to get that message.
I get that bit.
So not selected, but in the conversation. But for me, at that point that would have been enough. Do you get? Because obviously never been in that situation before, 21s and stuff. But with the first team, it's different. In that moment, before I saw the message, tears, just like, this is pain. Can't believe this. Right when I'm in my stride and I'm feeling myself right now. To get that message though, in that moment, it felt like God was speaking to me and telling me, just, you're good.
For real,
Yeah. Of course, it's still tough, and
I get that. I think
that was.
I think that's a beautiful. I actually think that's a beautiful way your faith and mind took that, because I looked at it outside looking in. That would have been the tears. Do you understand what I'm saying? Take away the pain.
I got you.
That would have been, oh Lord.
Yeah.
You know, I was in a groove, and you know, but it was the way it was like, right, God said, don't watch that, yeah.
For me, that's how it felt like that was confirmation of, now you're that thing that you've seen. You see, with this type of stuff here, when I think about God, I try to take what I want or what I'm thinking and my timelines out of it. So I honestly believe if I was meant to go to that camp, I would have went to it.
Okay.
So no matter what position my foot was in or whatever, if I wasn't supposed to have that injury that day, I wouldn't have had it. But I did. And I saw the message at that time. I got that call. Why didn't I do my Achilles the day before and get the message the next? Why did it have to be that way? So it happened that way. And I believe because God wanted it to happen that way. And the sooner I started to let go of my like processing of why and this and that, and I want it this way, and trying to find peace in this is God's thing. God is the orchestrator of all of this, and he's working this thing out how he wants to work it out. For me, I've just found so much more peace, and that's from that moment, I think, especially, that was a big shift in my faith. I would say I've learned and seen that throughout all my career now so far, that like this ain't my thing. This ain't my thing, man.
But yeah. The maddest thing is, I've known, we went to the same church and that. So that, like I said, I think the way you worded it, and I think the way the thought process about it was everything. You know, I think sometimes you get to that thought process after the fact, but the way you just, for me, I didn't see that part coming in regards, because then that went on from, or just let me know your mindset through the rehab. what was going to happen, when was going to happen, and what was meant to happen. So that was dope. All right, so again, we give thanks and give blessings to God. So you get back fit, you get back thriving. Look, one thing I want to ask you about is, like we said, or like I was saying in the club, we knew what you was as a baller. So at Crystal Palace, did you know, we'll talk about a couple of your teammates, man like Elise, like I do think you two are for some reason on the same frequency, same energy. Did you know that straight off the bat? Yeah.
So I played with football with him maybe 6 months earlier, and I saw him. I spoke to him. I knew he was like, at the time when I saw him, I think he was maybe at 17, something like that.
Younger
17.
than
Yeah, he's younger than me.
Oh, he's younger than you.
By 4 years maybe.
Oh, snap.
So I saw him and I was like, yo, you're mad. That was the first time I saw him play. So then when he signed, he came into the treatment room and I was getting treatment, all of that. And I asked him, why did you sign? And he was like, at this time, he wasn't like, we weren't boys, but we were cool enough. And I just remember him speaking and I'm like, yeah, man, this is going to be my guy. I can tell.
Yeah.
And as time went on, you could see the relationship built, and very like-minded in terms of the drive and trying to achieve something. You can see that he's got that. So for me, when you see people like that and you find guys like that, it's always good to stick with them and to go on the journey with them, because there's not many. You may find one or two. So when you find them, you gotta hold them. So yeah, guys like that, you know from the start.
I hear that. So man like Mateta now, but a problem.
Yeah, scary.
Yeah, man. So again, you've played with some problems, big strikers.
What's he trying to do?
Sorry, I'm just going back into, Did you know? Did you know?
This is actually the Beast Mode podcast.
Oh, you better believe, cuz. Jeez. Nah, what's it? Did you know? Did you know that he would turn into what he's doing now? Mateta.
No.
Okay.
Of course, every player you see has quality, and everyone you see has strengths. You can see his ability. But for me, I look at him and I see a similar type of vibe in terms of what I feel about myself. I don't expect you to see what I see in myself. He would have seen this though.
Okay.
And you can tell by the conversations he's had, he would have in the training ground, and the things he would say about himself. He believed this. So for me, whenever someone speaks that way, you know that it's possible and you believe that it's possible. But in terms of me believing the same way I believe in my thing, it's not the same. So for me, it's been beautiful to see it though, because that's another story of someone that's saying, okay, I'm going to do this thing and you're going to see me, and whether people believe it or not, don't matter. I'm going to do it, and he's doing it now. So for me, it's a beautiful thing to see. And when I speak to him, it's always a joy.
How important, because I hear you speak, right? And I do believe, and I stand 10 toes in believing about you're a product of both environment and experiences. And of course, I think it shaped you the way you are. But how important to you, or do you think, belief? Because you keep coming back to that. Mm-hmm. Everybody's belief in themselves. So if nobody's on board, it doesn't matter because of how you believe. So how important is belief to you in regards to achieving anything?
It might be the most important for me personally. I feel like if you can, it's one thing to say you want something and to like write it down or whatever, but if you don't truly have that thing inside you that believes that it's possible, then I feel like you're missing a key part to actually attaining it. Even if you put in the work, even if you apply yourself, if you don't believe there's something that's missing. And I feel like when you believe, when you make the decision, you're like, okay, cool, this is it. It then has an impact on the rest of your life and how you carry yourself. So if I say I'm a Christian, that means it must affect the way that I act, the decisions that I make. So I've got to talk a certain type of way. I've got to act a certain type of way. I've got to be a certain type of person because I've said I believe. And if you really believe that's the case, same with football, I feel like if you believe in something about yourself that you could achieve something, it then has implications on, okay, am I dedicating everything to being the best footballer I can be? Am I eating right? Am I sleeping right? Am I doing this? These are things that if you say you believe, you got to follow through on. I feel like the belief is shown though, not in the words that speaking here, but it's shown in how you carry yourself outside your actions. That will tell you whether you really believe or not. But yeah, that's, for me, I see that as probably the most important thing.
No, I hear that. All right, listen, I can't wrap up talking about Crystal Palace without, I guess, both talking about Oliver Glasner and the trophies you won. What makes him such a good manager? Because, listen, I rate him. I do, man. Again, I think he's a good manager outside looking in. What qualities, what makes him a good manager?
He's passionate and, again, believes in what he has and what he thinks, and incredible at inspiring people to believe that same thing as well. I think that's what the players felt last season, especially. I feel like there was a different feeling, a different type of thinking that he brought in, which was incredible. Yeah, incredible guy, incredible manager, and yeah, for sure, wishing him all the best.
So, the trophies, the FA Cup. To be fair, I'm actually not too upset with you about the Community Shield.
Yeah, I know you can't be.
It means, you know, the worst thing is he knows I text him hella time before he plays my team. I'll give him a little message. But talk to me about that feeling. Both of them feelings. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I've said how proud I am, and not saying that I felt like I won it, but when you won it, I was gassed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking about just what's those feelings like? It was the first FA Cup, or it's butter.
Yeah, incredible feeling, bro. Incredible. I think I said it before. I think you can't imagine what you're doing for people. There's one thing in yourself, like that feeling. I'll say that like elation goes after 2-3 days. You're still proud of the moment, but the feeling is gone.
Yeah, I hear you.
But like the thing that lives in me is when you see a Palace fan now, and they said, "Oh, I remember I was there that day." What that means is far more than anything, really. I feel like that's why you play football, to make people feel things, to make people experience things, and yeah, it's so powerful, so powerful, and I'm just, again, grateful to God that I was able to experience that, live that, and affect so many people.
Proud of you again for that one. But all right, cool. So we go and talk about the moment. You know, talk to me, and if you can, pull it into words, the feeling of signing for your boyhood club after 14 years of when you like, you know, the thing is, and you've touched on belief, but I want to hear, what's that feeling like of signing for your boy? Because I want to just I want to let you just know a little. Liverpool followed me back on Twitter. You're gonna laugh.
I'm only laughing because the man in the back laugh.
Stop laughing.
I want to laugh at that.
Stop laughing. Let me tell you. I'm gonna give you. On God. Liverpool followed me back on Twitter and said happy birthday on my birthday. I phoned mum, said you got to talk to me differently.
Your mum.
It did go that well, but that's how I was feeling. But so just that feeling of the team that I support following me back on social media I was like, yo. So that's the reason why I put that into it, because I want you to put into words what that feeling is like when it's your boyhood club and you're signing for them. That you know.
Yeah, I'll be real. I still can't. I feel like if I use words, it's not good for a podcast. I'm sorry, but if I use words to try and describe the feeling, it's not doing it justice.
Okay.
Because I can say like, oh, it feels great.
Right.
But it's like, Yeah, I don't
I
know.
see
I
you
don't even
looking
know how
at
to
that
explain.
picture.
This thing is peak.
I
G.
see you looking at that picture, and it's like, for me, like I said, I mean, I look at it now and I'm just like, listen, there's people that know the younger you. And of course, I knew you at 18, 17, 18, I think it was 18. And the journey you've gone on, the work you've put in to, and I'd still, like you mentioned, I think you're going to go on and go on. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen the work you've put in, and to get to that point, and it's, when I say one of life's good people, you that. So as much as you play for a rival in the team, I get choked up. That moment when you walk out and the fans take to you, and you take that moment and you just acknowledge God with your eyes. Again, we're trying to put it into words, but I feel that frequency and that energy. Like, cool. So if you can't put it into words, the feeling of signing, what's then the feeling when you go into that changing room? So now you're like, and how quickly did you shift from, all right, cool, like, this is a dream to get here. Now there's work that needs to be done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How quick was that shift?
First day training.
Okay.
First day training, which was 2 days after that day. So I had a couple days to like let it soak in, which was insane. As incredible as it is, and it's beautiful that I get to live out a dream in this way, and it's worked out the way it has. It's not a surprise to me.
Okay.
I'm not surprised. So when I'm in the training ground, it's like, okay, this is now home again.
Okay,
this is my new home.
Yeah.
It's still what I've been thinking. It's still what I've been believing. So the work for me doesn't change. The work hasn't cooled down because it can't, because this isn't it. This isn't the end for me. This is, again, just another step on this journey that I've been speaking about with my loved ones, my close ones for so long. So as good as this experience was, yeah, within the first two days training sessions, I was like, we're here to achieve something. We're here to attain something. So yeah, the work started quite quickly.
Player to player. Player to player. So would you say, when you got to Arsenal, that Arsenal, throughout your career, your journey, for you, forget just bar your inner circle, so then was it more a goal than a dream? So you understand what I'm saying? So so was the goal in your mind, but I'm gonna get back to Arsenal, didn't have to shout that out to the world, but I'm gonna get back to that? Or was it the dream that came and then you're like, okay, cool, this is the dream, now the goal is to now go win with Arsenal? Does that make sense what I'm trying to explain to you?
Yeah, this was more of a dream than a goal.
Okay.
The goals that I set for myself are more, they're more about me and things that I can massively affect.
Okay.
Whereas this is something that, okay, the timing has to be right. As we've seen, I can't take credit for this thing happening the way it's happened. It's just happened.
Right.
Of course, the goals that I've had and put in place and been working towards have put me in a position where Arsenal think it makes sense to come and buy me.
Yeah.
So I think that's how my goals are set. They're more set on things over here, and as a byproduct, you get these things.
Okay.
For sure. That's now being at Arsenal, the goals now changed slightly. They become more oriented around this, but this is more a realization of a dream, because every year I'll be speaking, okay, these guys are interested, but are these guys interested?
Right.
I'm asking that question.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah, to be in this position now, I feel like that's the feeling that I have.
Let me ask, does the price tag, does it bring pressure? How much the money they spent on you, for you as an individual, regardless of you controlling what they pay, does it bring pressure?
Pressure for me? No. If I said what was in my head there, G, finished.
Mad, cuz, say that and I hear you, cuz. Cool. Rein that in.
No,
Rein that in.
Pressure, no, because I think that's just how my belief system is set up. I don't know if I can give everything on this
speak what you feel comfortable with speaking, because listen, I know you away from glitz and glamour. I know you away from the camera, and from what I would say to you is, brother, ain't nobody can be you or do you better than you. So when you're saying what you're saying, of course, this is conversation for the world to hear you speak and be inspired, because when we have these off conversations, I'm still inspired. I say that. I say my 15-year-old son's, you're his idol. So for me, that's massive. So, but then I'm very aware with, look, man, the things I say can be miscued. So I get all that. But at the same time, if it's not, like you said, but I don't feel that pressure. And that's not arrogance. I don't feel the pressure just because the way I perceive. And the worst thing is, it's not like I'm trying to put words in your mouth. I'm just trying to make you understand that.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I get you because I know you.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I'm talking a little bit more than I normally talk.
I'm with you. No, I think you're right. That's how I feel. I think I don't feel the pressure because of what I believe.
Yeah, okay.
And the faith that I have. I feel like I've been put in a position because a club like Arsenal deemed it worthy. It paid that money because you're worth that money. When I even putting it into numbers is hard because my belief system is set up on a different thing. I don't even want to. But I see it as it's an opportunity, man. It's an opportunity to go play, do my stuff, be the player that I know I can be, and then you'll tell me if I was worth the money or not.
Right. Okay. All right. Listen, we'll talk about. Listen, you've worked under a whole heap of different managers, so. Of course, Arteta's the next one to be that great manager. What's it like working under Arteta?
Yeah, he's incredible. Attention to detail, how much I'm learning so fast, the type of player I can see that I'll become in this environment, in the culture that he's created. Special. It's a special place to be right now, for sure.
I hate that, by the way, but it's just scarred. I hate that, by the way. Because...
Understandable. I'd hate it too if I was you.
Oh, jeez! I say less.
He's a special guy. You can see that he's driven and he's focused and relentless every day. He knows what it takes. So. Yeah, for me, it's the perfect type of manager to work under, and I can see him getting the best out of me for sure.
Just before I go and talk a bit about Arsenal, for you, because you've always been a relaxed individual, a relaxed character, have you had to balance your relaxedness to not be perceived as too relaxed? Do you understand what I'm trying to get there?
In a sense, I feel more so when I was younger. Okay. When I was younger, I used to have to think about that a lot. My enthusiasm or lack of enthusiasm at times could have hindered me in terms of that perception world. But I would say now, because I'm at a stage where I'm the player that I am, still developing, still improving, things that you are tweaking, but not so much in terms of changing. That's more like a personality trait. I feel like that's part of what makes me me. Yeah. So it's very hard to try and, of course, you have to get the balance. You have to find you can't just be a relaxed guy all the time, but like finding the balance that works for me whilst just being myself, man. I feel like that's the most thing. As long as I'm being efficient, being myself, perception of how relaxed I am isn't too much of a bother for me, man.
All right, so Arsenal. So you'd have played against a lot of these players for Crystal Palace, but who's impressed you on a day-to-day training with them? You're like, oh, okay.
Everyone's sort of what you expect them to be.
Okay.
And the expectation of all the players is high. I'll say one player that's gone even beyond the high expectation I already had, because I'd heard good things about him, is Jurriën Timber.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a special player and a special guy. I think for me, you're in an environment of people and you have a culture that that is geared towards improving, and these guys all want to improve. So for me, it's a pleasure to be part of it and to see guys like him who perform the way they perform, they carry themselves the way they carry themselves. It's inspiring for sure.
Let me talk to you about, or you tell me, how gassed was you when you heard the Champions League music, played the Champions League? What moment was that like, and how differ does the Champions League to the Premier League?
First time I heard the music, I'll be real, I wasn't focused. G. So disappointed in myself. Halfway through the song, I said, "Oh, my days, it's playing." Yo.
Oh, gee.
So I was too locked in.
Oh, say nothing.
I was too locked in. I was too, like,
You was
in the moment.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing.
It's a good thing.
And maybe, I don't know what that is. But first time around, I didn't really deep it. Second game, I didn't start, so I was able to actually take in the music, and I said, okay, this is it. But I feel like now it's crazy because these are things that you dream of, and then you get to a point where it's like, okay, but what does it mean? I'm here to work, man. I'm here to do business. So they're like, for me, I'm not a fan of the happy to be here thing.
Right.
I'm happy if you think that about me. And you have that perception of me, good, because then you think I'm sleeping. But for me, the idea of like celebrating things excessively, I'm not the biggest fan of it. So for me, it's been fun to get to work in the Champions League, to get to do my stuff and to play at the highest level, because that's what it's about. It's different to the Prem in the sense of you're facing teams with like a different way of thinking about football, a different way of approaching the game, which shows itself. Guys are maybe a bit more technical and a bit more tactical, not as much fighting and running around. Sometimes it's a lot more chess being played. But yeah, it's fun, it's enjoyable, it's still football, so you still got to find a way to beat your opponent. But yeah, it's fun being at the top level.
All right, so in your time in the Prem, played a plethora of players. Plethora, you'll hear is my favourite word.
What does that mean, G?
Yeah.
What does that mean? That's a heart?
I didn't hear what you said. You said,
what does it mean, G?
It means like a variety.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Is that what you're on?
Yeah. Hey.
Respect.
A dictionary for Christmas and that, you get? All right, so you've been in the Premier League for a while and played against a lot of players.
Thank you, man. Well, I know, man.
Who would you say is probably that stands out as one of your toughest opponents?
I'm gonna say De Bruyne.
Yeah. Problem.
Yeah, to play the way he was playing, to do the things that he was doing for that amount of time. Yeah, not easy. You could tell that he's a high level thinker, and these type of players that I've looked up to from young. So yeah, definitely a special player. Probably the player you're coming up against, you're like, he's got solutions to problems I ain't even given him yet. So yeah, man, I'll say him. He's a special guy.
Can I ask a question? What did you notice? And I know you're older, and I just want to know, Crystal Palace and Arsenal, of course, both Prem teams, both got history. But what's the one difference? And I'm not talking about football, just you now being an Arsenal player.
It's up a level in terms of attention.
Okay.
So like, there's a lot more surrounding Arsenal than there is surrounding Palace.
Okay, yeah.
So you have to consider so much more. There's a lot more eyes on you. You get noticed a bit more. So it's different off the football pitch. On the football pitch is the same. On the pitch is the same. You're playing the same game. You're playing to win. You're having the same types of conversations. Different processes and systems, but still the same principle. But yeah, off the pitch is a big shift, and I feel like that's a natural progression in football as you move club, as you move on upwards. You things start to shift a bit. So this was expected, but something I'm enjoying. I'm trying to handle with grace. So it's yeah, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing.
Listen, I'm not going to keep you for much longer, but can't let you go without talking about England. Whenever I talk to people, it's always that. What was England like? What is England like when you go for training? Like they always talk about just levels. What was your experience when you first trained with England?
Yeah, first time I went to England camp, it was a nice, similar to when I first joined Palace. It's like a bit of a shock to the system. Like, okay, this is a bit quicker. These guys think a bit faster. So it was same feeling.
Right.
Of course, it's a different level, but it's just a similar feeling of like, okay, cool, you're in a different realm now, and you got to get used to this and find a way to feel comfortable here. And of course, as it does, sometimes it takes time. But that's been fun for me, man. Just seeing myself grow as a player and becoming more comfortable, being able to be more myself in these environments. For me, that's what's special, because I think about the journey of where I've come from and what it actually takes to get here. Yeah, being at England, it's a high level. You're getting players playing in different countries, different clubs, different ways of understanding football, and all coming together. And it's like the best are here. So it's always fun, man. It's always fun.
Who's impressed you? Because when you train, you're like, oh, like, because training, when you train with somebody, it's always a bit different than when you play against them. So when you got to England training, you was like, listen, because you're all elite. All of you are elite, you know what I'm saying? So where you be like, oh, close, wait, the man strikes the ball or finishing.
I say first session was Rashi.
Yeah? He's doing bits for Barcy at the moment, yeah.
I'd say first, so I've known him, or known of him, because he's playing in a similar age group across the country. When you go to tournaments, you'll see him and stuff like that. And so I've always known he's a good player, but that first camp, I remember going away like, okay, this guy's on some other stuff. Yeah. The way he's striking the ball, the way he's running with the ball, how he operates is, he's an incredible player. And so I'll be honest, I enjoy watching, man. I enjoy watching him play.
Just before I let you go, what's it like working under Tuchel?
It's fun working with him because he's got good energy. He's a positive character. Always giving a good feeling to the players around when you see them around the camp and stuff like that. So it's like you feel very comfortable, you feel very relaxed, and again, I feel like it helps you to be yourself on the pitch as well. Very clear in what he wants from players and specific positions and how he wants to play. So I feel like we've got a good idea, a good foundation, a good base to achieve something incredible. And I feel like that structure that he's put in place is key to that for sure.
Listen, last question. Beast Mode family, I always ask this question. If you could relive and live out one game from your past again, what one would it be?
Relive a game, so you can't change it. It just as it happened, you just relive that.
Just how it happens. If you can just bottle up how it happens.
That's not an easy one,
Nah, it's not. That's why I asked the question.
Not bad.
You hear me? I know you're looking probably for the Cambridge picture, but it's not there. So it's cool. Don't worry about it.
What game?
Yeah, what game?
FA Cup was incredible, but I didn't like the feeling of playing that game.
Nah? Why?
No. Because after we scored, we were just defending for 70 minutes. I just remember
but you knew it was going to be that way anyway, though, no?
Nah, the last time we faced him, it was, but it was a bit more like...
A bit, so it was because you knew what the magnitude was.
I didn't like that, man.
Okay.
They added on 10 minutes and I felt sick. So, nah, not that game. Great game, but not that game.
Not that game, okay.
I would say QPR, whole city away.
Oh.
Going crazy that day.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Say nothing. QPR whole away, yeah?
You can find the clip somewhere.
We'll find the clip.
That day was a fun day, G.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. I don't know what juice I had that day.
But
that was a fun day, man.
But the crazy thing is, but that's how you play football though, man. You play football for fun, and but it bounces off the screen like that. And listen, continue to do that. Listen,
Thank you very
Ebs,
much,
I ain't
man.
gonna lie to you. Man was honoured. I was gassed to have you, and I'll continue to pay homage, and I'll continue to cheerlead, because I do believe you're one of life's good guys, both on and off the pitch. Only, well, not when you play.
Stop this.
Just that's the one game when I just can't
Not this year.
cheerlead you.
This year, don't support Liverpool this year. Support me this year.
Yeah, but I support you every year.
I know, but for this year, forget about Liverpool.
I can't, brother. I can't.
Support. You know this is deeper.
Listen, real bars, from the bottom of my heart, and that, like, blessings on blessings. Thank you for your time, man.
Thank you
Dope,
very
guys.
much, man.
Dope,
Appreciate you heavy.
Blessings.
Blessed, G.